Careful there.
And amusement.
No.
And fights.
It's all fun to teeth are lost. But yeah.
We did play on a stage the size of that table as well. It's
That's true.
That was
the
great.
three of us.
Yeah.
Yes.
And incidentally, that stage is now etched with Whalebone Jackson sang on this stage.
No. This stage held Whalebone Jackson. They weren't saying, "Oh my goodness, Whalebone Jackson was on this stage." They were saying, "Look at
This
the
stage is because
craftsmanship.
it
It held these
us.
fat bastards." It's really what they're trying to say.
I think that stage had magical qualities.
Yes.
See.
It was fun. It was a great show. But yeah, as you kind of move along with the music, the microphone comes back and forth and slaps you in the face.
I had one foot actually hanging off the side of the stage.
Is this a place I might have played?
This was the Sustainable Living Festival
In somewhere.
in that
I
way.
didn't get to do that.
It was
one.
in,
It was pretty cool. Children bathing in the creek, the Boca burgers. It was awesome.
The hippies were out for us.
They were.
I see.
We did get the hippie dance. I was very pleased with that.
Excellent.
It was actually a very
that's
good
right.
gig.
I can't do the hippie dance, but you did want to know about the cripple shuffle. I mean, if you want to spontaneously break
you
into
don't
dance.
have to demonstrate. Perhaps you could describe, unless you're.
I'll definitely demonstrate.
Well, where does this story come from? Let's fill our audience.
Well, back in, 2001, I was in a crippling car accident, and my friends love to keep bringing that up.
Because it's funny.
It's hysterical. I mean,
And
He almost died.
oh yeah, no,
I
like
did,
really
I did.
close. Like,
And they keep me on my toes because I try not to be as crippled as actually I am.
You don't give it away.
Thank you.
I had absolutely no idea that you had any kind of disability going on
I
whatsoever.
picked up a lot of girls because of it, to tell you the truth.
That's what I'm doing wrong.
yeah.
Like we
Go-
said,
go-
horses
go hurt
really
your
like
arm.
our music.
But no, I mean, I can see the scar when you motion to it and so on. But no, you come across as very able-bodied and
thank you.
alive and really living in the moment and not with any regret or with a big weight on
Oh,
your
absolutely
shoulders.
not. That's why we
Admirable.
joke about it, because
Yeah.
I don't have any feelings about it.
No, he's probably healthier now than before the accident.
Absolutely. I lived like a pig.
I see. So you not to say that was I know that wasn't the cause of your accident. It was-
No, actually,
yeah.
I was the one
Cosmically?
that I was sober.
Yeah.
See what you get?
Yeah, see, stop drinking and all hell breaks loose.
That's what
And you
happened.
stopped.
Oh, I really don't drink it. I hurt my liver in the accident, so I try to stay away from that.
Ah.
Would you have like a quarter of a liver now?
No, I have a whole liver with scars on it.
No spleen.
No spleen. I'm
No
spleenless.
spleen.
No penis.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, my friends got together and made a huge sign for me when I came home from the hospital that said, "Welcome home, Mike. Long time no spleen." It was nice.
Wow. Well, that is quite a story. Another story I wanted to ask: the name of the band, Whalebone Jackson. Where does this come from? Who had the
Wow, I
idea?
have a story about that.
Please. Trying to know.
Back in 1999, I bought a CD of William Shatner singing. You must have heard it.
Singing.
Well,
Speaking.
his thing, and Matt and I were listening to it, and the song, what was that song? Oh, Mr. Tambourine Man came on. You know, at the end he screams, "Mr. Tambourine Man!"
I haven't actually heard it, but I'll
Well,
bet
Matt
it.
had mentioned that someday he'd like to orgasm to that song. So
What time is the show going on? Please continue.
a year later, Matt had come back from a job he had traveling the country teaching theater to young children. That's what he called it. But anyway, he comes back and he brings his girlfriend with him that he happened to meet on the road. And he asked me if he could use my bedroom. And I said, absolutely not, because you're dirty. You're a pig. But finally I broke down and let him use the bedroom. And I had remembered that story about the William Shatner CD. So I got my little radio, put the CD in, and played it. And he laughed so hard he ripped off my headboard. And that's how we came up with the name Whalebone Jackson.
I don't see. Maybe I didn't follow something there.
Listen to the CD.
Oh, so those words are on that CD,
Absolutely.
and so this is inspired by
You hear what you want to hear, let's put it that way.
Okay, so these words may have been reinterpreted to be Whalebone Jackson.
In a way.
Okay.
I mean, it took us years.
There's-
Years later.
I suspect there's some double entendres going on.
Years
here.
later, that story popped into our head,
Yeah.
and we decided to call the band Whalebone Jackson.
We originally wanted to call it Uncle Bad Touch, but figured that might not go over so well.
It only made us laugh, let's
At
put
the
it that
seams.
way.
Yeah, I think you went the right direction there. Yeah.
Believe it or not, Uncle Bad Touch was taken.
I believe it.
But I have to admit, Whalebone Jackson is a pretty catchy name. There are people that I've never seen before in my life that say, "Oh, I know you guys. I've heard of that name," but it's just because the name is what it is.
Well, that's everything for every band, is just to try to come up with a name that's going to stick in people's heads, so you don't get lost in the mix of just everybody who's out there. Good for you, because it stuck out when I was like, gee, I hadn't heard Whalebone Jackson before. Absolutely, it caught my attention. So I think you've been successful there, definitely.
We hide behind our name, really, because the talent is lacking, and the name is so great, so we just hide.
And this might be another bit we need to edit out, but I'm afraid I have to ask, what do you refer to your fans as?
The Whaleboners.
I was afraid you were going to say that.
No, we do not. Never.
Now, when you say fans, you mean
Lump?
My mom.
his mother,
Yeah.
his wife.
Yeah. No, you guys played over in Morris here in Attleboro. You guys had a good turnout this Saturday, I thought.
We did, but
I
it's
think that was
hard.
the opening
It's
band.
hard around here.
It is.
People don't like to drive the way they like to drive in other parts of the country.
Yeah.
Attleboro's 20 minutes away, and that's way too far from Providence.
Sure.
So
The thing I found out about Rhode Islanders, was being from Massachusetts and Tupelo, Mississippi, originally, is that people in Rhode Island think you need a passport to go across state lines. I found so getting people out is it's a challenge. It's a challenge,
I see.
and especially when you get something like that fronting the band.
Something. Now we're back to Shatner. Someone or something.
Crippled, like him.
something on the wing.
Wow.
Name
This
the
band is
first
all
album
about
that
busting
something
chops,
crippled this
ladies
way
and gentlemen.
comes.
I think we've established that today.
And this is what we try to do on stage too. Not just play the music, but a lot of times it doesn't work out.
Yeah. The repartee, the rapport between the band members. I can see that
I
definitely.
think it's more just bad taste.
Some of it. Mostly from your corner, from what I've seen today.
Oh no, we're all across.
Well, before we wrap up here, I just want to let our audience know that if they'd like to find out more about the band, they should go to myspace.com/The Ed Abel Show and look up the link for Whalebone Jackson or any other guests that we have on our show here. You can find more information about where they're performing, merchandise, and the like. And before we wrap up here, anything else you guys want to contribute or share with us today?
When we pull out and you run the credits, can we all pretend like we're talking?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
I think it's supposed to be, say, lemons, tangerines,
And of course,
oranges.
Ed,
or
we'd
something
like to
that.
thank you.
Oh, my pleasure. It was fun having you on here, and it's all a little free-form and disorganized, but I had a good time with it. And,
I had a great time.
Good, good.
I love that song. It's a good song.
Yeah.
And we enjoy this organization.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, this is.
We'll edit it all together. It'll be terrific.
We all want copies.
And you will all get copies with all the
With
bits
outtakes.
with outtakes and all the bits that we have to bleep out and all that. We'll leave it.
So the whole program, because
Yes, sir.
when you air this, it's just going to be one long beep.
Yeah. Maybe black bars over the rest of your eyes. There.
Can we end with a
Right down
psalm?
these. I'm sorry.
Nothing.
You should take your clothes off for the nice people.
This is where we say goodnight, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Ed.
If I step up, I'm going to probably pull this wire out.